Hey, what's up? Today we talk about the Olympus Mute, aka the Olympus Stylus. This is a zoom lens version, which is not as good as the prime lens ones, but it's also much cheaper. It literally cost me 25 US dollars. So today let's see whether it's worth the money or not. As far as I know, there are three variants of the Mute zoom. This is a zoom 105, which means it has the longest focal length of 105mm. There are also zoom 70 and zoom 115. This camera was made in Hong Kong. Today it's not common to see something made in Hong Kong, but Hong Kong had a pretty big manufacturing industry in the past, so it's very interesting. It's true that the zoom lens does not perform as good as the prime lens does, but this lens performs much better than I expected in terms of sharpness and color rendering. And the autofocus works really well too. I have shot 3 rolls of film with this camera and I already got some unfocused images. By the way, I was shooting the Kodak 5213 motion picture film with this camera. Overall, it's very similar to the other Japanese point-and-shoot cameras, but it also got some special features that a lot of cameras do not have. For instance, it's weatherproof. It's not like you can take pictures underwater, but it's more like rainproof or splash protective, so you can take pictures in rainy days. The second special thing is that there's an optical adjustment dial near the viewfinder. It would be very helpful if you are nearsighted and you don't wear glasses. You can adjust this dial so you can see very clearly in the viewfinder. The third special thing is that it has spot metering modes. When you press the timer and flash button at the same time, you will enter the spot metering modes, which means that the camera takes a measurement from a single point, which is the center of the frame. Spot metering is very helpful in tricky lighting situations, such as high contrast scenes. For instance, a person standing in front of a very dark or bright background and you want to take a picture of the person. Of course, this is not a perfect camera. There's no perfect camera. There are also things that I dislike. For instance, it does not memorize the flash mode setting. So if you, like me, never use a flash, you may have to turn off the flash every time you switch on the camera, which is kind of annoying. And my bigger complaint is reliability. It's like the other point-and-shoot cameras. It works fully automatically, which means there are a lot of electronic parts, and electronic parts are prone to malfunctions, and some of the malfunctions are not fixable. It happened to me that the shutter was jammed and I cannot turn the camera off. It cost me 50 US dollars to get somebody to repair it, which is more expensive than what I pay for this camera. So if you really care about reliability, you should not buy this camera or any other point-and-shoot cameras. You should look for some cameras that operates mechanically, such as an OSLR camera. So I guess that's all for today's video. I hope you find it useful. I will see you next time.